Alrighty, guys, here we are, game number 2 in the SC2 CTL League between Miraculous Gaming and Overdosed. Current score is 1-0, favoring Overdosed. And this match will be a ZVP played out on King Sejong Station.
Ah.
Doggy, my co-caster here's favorite map.
Yeah.
Name,
Kappa.
Engulf. Gonna ask for 30 seconds, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and introduce our players anyway.
Why would you pause?
In the bottom right side of the map, King Sejong Station, playing for his clan that goes by the name of Overdosed. We have the Teal Zerg player, Engulf. And up here in the top left side of the map, King Sejong Station, playing for his respective clan that goes by the name of Miraculous Gaming. Let's see if he can go ahead and tie this up. We have Misterweasel. Alright, looks like we have Engulf coming back. And this is an interesting map. This is a really interesting map. Because we have one ramp here on the right side of the Protos's natural here. But then we have these rocks over here on the left side. So these rocks are kind of interesting, as if you break these down, especially as Engulf's position here versus a Protoss, you can break these down really early with like a few lings, and the Protoss doesn't know about it. That opens up an alternate attack path later on in the game.
Which is really annoying.
I'm not going to Forge Fast Expand. Just going to go for the Gate Expand by the looks of things. This could be a Forge Expand, but that'd be super greedy. So this opens up a lot of options to him early game, and we're going to have to see if Engulf's able to scout it and react accordingly. Alright, Doggy, so this map. I know it's not your favorite, and how do you feel about it, and why?
I feel if, for standard styles, of course not so much Sky Style, but like if you're not going Sky Style, everything standard, it's a pretty fun map. I could see it be, pretty balanced and whatnot. Sort of-ish, in a way. But if that's what they're going to do, we could see a good game here.
Yeah, but Engulf, man, sending out 2 drones very, very early. This is very peculiar.
I wonder what he's doing with this. I wonder what he's doing with this one on the left side.
Yeah, I think it may be a proxy hatch here at this base.
That'd be very cool. That'd be very cool if we see that.
It'd be very, very awesome way to start off the second match. And he's got 300 minerals, and there it goes.
Ooh, awesome. All right. I'm excited.
Cool. I am excited as well as Misterweasel. He's never going to suspect this. Like, he's going to go in, and if there comes a pool at a decent time, because generally after Gate Expand, Protosses sometimes scout, but most of the times they don't. And we can see Misterweasel's not scouting this at all. So there's going to be a pretty decently timed pool, and if he gets in here and he scouts, he's going to think that's a decently timed pool, like that's normal. Like, hey, there's nothing crazy going on. And he just checked his natural to see if there was a natural hatch, but there's not. Instead, it is down here on this left side, so there's a lot of potential here from this proxy hatch for Engulf.
Yeah. And
right, Doggy,
Misterweasel has not scouted yet. Oh, what was that?
I'll put you on the spot. What do you think we're going to see from this?
Oh, man, this is weird, to be honest, because he's making the pool. Speedlings, I'm guessing? He's making the pool, there's the gas, and then there's his little hatch over here, but then this path is blocked by rocks, so is he going to plan on destroying these rocks, or is he going to go all the way around, I'm sort of confused.
Okay, that's a fair enough answer, I suppose. Like, spoken like a true politician, beating around the bush. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what we're going to see, but I'm just thinking of all the possibilities right now. You still don't see a scout from Misterweasel yet either. He's just chilling.
Yeah, it looks like this Mothership Core may be his first scout on the map. And we have a natural coming down from Misterweasel. And if he sends this Mothership Core across the map, things can get very scary, as the first 2 lings are on the map now. They are all the way over in Engulf's main base, so they are going to have to make their way over. But it's not too much of a hassle. And Engulf knows it's a Gate Expand now. He knows exactly what he's playing against. And Misterweasel going to look to wall off this naturally. He's going to be attacked from behind. And he actually doesn't have vision of these rocks either. He has no vision of these rocks, so these rocks can actually start to be broken down by Engulf, and he should be able to get in here undetected, most likely. And Hannibal is just as lost as Doggy is. Alright, well, looks like the Mothership Core going to get one, the Zealot standing guard there at the front, and he will get both lings. So this looks completely standard from Engulf. I love what he's doing. He's making everything look... Ooh, Spine Rush. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect this, but this is what it's going to be. So here's Engulf's plan. Engulf is going to look to start spreading these creep tumors up here towards these rocks. He's going to use this overlord over here to start to spot up the high ground and start to pick away anything that may be here. And these spines are going to be incredibly hard for Mr. Weasel to actually deal with, as there's two queens here. So two queens do beat a mothership core one-on-one, and there's the third one making its way now across the map. So this is going to be a very interesting game here. I'm very excited.
Looks like these spines are gonna start poking away at these rocks right here.
And Mr. Weasel, Weasel does have vision of these rocks now, though. So if he's paying close attention, he should. Oh, he sees the creep now. The creep is starting to spread over the rocks.
He knows something's up.
Something's up. Yeah, and now the rocks are starting to be worked away at, and I think he knows. I think he knows now. He's gonna set us
nest. How do you feel about the baneling nest instead of roaches?
I like the baneling nest kind of because
I actually sort of like it too.
Sentries and zealots. What's really good against those banelings because they're light units. Now force fields, yes, they can definitely be a problem, but if the banelings are able to get really good connections off, then he's gonna be fine. Yeah, and one force field already being used there to save that mothership core, and this mothership core has almost 200 energy, but again. Engulf is going to look to bait these sentries down the ramp so these spine crawlers can poke at them, and then he's going to start to make banelings and maybe even more speedlings just try to surround these sentries, and that's 600 gas right now. And here we go, one force field coming down, second force field coming down. Pretty good so far for Mr. Weasel. He's
spine crawlers moving up.
He's going to have to make sure he makes more sentries, though. At this point, he can't really afford to produce anything else unless he wants to die. And, yeah, this is really scary. That gas started to be picked away at now, and Engulf actually gets a spine right up the ramp. This could be very scary. Ooh, nice isolation, though. Ooh, it's not tight, though. Some Ling's actually getting in here, stopping that spine crawler from going down immediately. The spine crawler is actually going to get rooted, and here we go. Everything coming up the ramp now. Photon overcharge being used. These queens and banelings running up the ramp now.
Banelings, get in there. They're nice force fields. Actually, a lot of the queens actually get in the way of these banelings as well. Ooh, but they make it into the mineral line. Kill a lot of probes. Wow.
And Engulf, man, looks like this cheese may work out for him as these spine crawlers have rooted themselves up the ramp. One's going to go down, a second one trying to burrow. The queens actually transfuses. No transfuses. Going to go down on the queens by the looks of it instead. It looks like Mr. Weasel may be able to hold for now, but he has really nothing left. He's got 4 sentries, a stalker, and this photon overcharge, and just a handful of probes at his natural. He's making him the mortal, but that's just now started. So it's going to be a while till that's done.
When that gets out, that might be able to change how this is going if that immortal gets out.
Yeah, yeah, definitely could. Ooh, but a zealot counterattack actually across the map that I missed. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. Drones being pulled all the way across the map now, and it looks like Engulf wasn't able to deal with that. But again, he's got this really nice position here that he can just pull all those drones to and mine from this base. So I don't really think he cares. This one spine.
No, spine crawler, no.
Ooh, no, nice transfuse though by Engulf. Really nice. This cannon working away at that poor spine crawler. All that spine crawler ever wanted to do was root. Another transfuse coming down. More
nice.
banelings being sent up the ramp now. And yeah, this is going to get held here, this one spine crawler. And this is really nice here from Engulf. There's nothing but sentries left, but this immortal is out though. Can really start to work on those spines now, unfortunately.
And the Zealots back at Engulf's main base. They shouldn't be targeting that, guys. I'd like to see it targeting something else, you know. Like a spawning pool.
Yeah, it looks like these zealots are chasing those queens down the ramp that will be cleaned up, but Mr. Weasel looks like he's been able to muster just enough defenses here to be able to hold on for now, and yeah, those queens actually getting trapped.
Oh, man.
All Engulf. What a game. That looked really scary there for Mr. Weasel there for a few seconds as Engulf was able to actually root a few of those spine crawlers up the ramp, but...
So, sorry to interrupt here, but we've got Lace and Black telling us that the SC2 CTL rules explicitly state that you can't switch in players, and that it's clearly defined inside the rules. So that may have been an illegitimate game.
Yeah. Perhaps it was. That's... Yeah, they did both switch out somebody, so that's definitely a problem. I don't know. I think Hannibal did talk to an admin though, so maybe the admin came to that decision, unless it was to be a draw in the game given both players.
Yeah, it makes sense to me because neither guy was there
Yeah, so I can't see why that would be an illegitimate game. Like I understand that you're not allowed to switch out players, but if both players aren't there, what are you supposed to do? Give the game to both teams?
Or just not play it at all. It'd become like a
Yeah,
best of 5 or whatever it would be. 7.
teams, lineups.
If one player switched their player out, I think it'd be understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
But then
Teams
again, I'm
may
not.
not send out any player who is not on their SC2 CTL roster. Members of lineups are not allowed to be promoted during the season. Timeliness.
But I don't know
If one
much about the
player
rules,
no-shows,
anyways.
the other player is present. The no-show player will receive a disqualification. If both players no-show, the results will be randomly generated and both teams will receive an official warning. If teams are consistently truant in their matches, they may be removed from the league altogether. Okay.
How is it resolved if both players aren't there? Do they skip the match?
I don't know. If both players no-show, the results will be randomly generated.
That's weird. Does that mean
Both
like
teams receive an official warning? That doesn't make any sense.
randomly generated, as in just the
Like-
random point goes to whatever?
That gets a point randomly thrown. That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd.
I would think they would just say it's a draw, like or something like that. I don't understand.
Okay, well, I literally
Lace
just
and Black's
read,
about to school us. He's about to
I
school us in
literally
chat.
had just read the rules if both players are on no-show. The results will be randomly generated.
That's what it speaks to me is that it's like 1 point goes randomly.
If
But
both
that is
players
so
no-show, the
unfair.
results will be randomly generated and both teams will receive an official warning. What does that mean, randomly generated, though?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Does
what I
that
don't
mean
know either.
one other side is going to get a point? Like, is it a dice roll or a coin flip or something? Like, oh, if it's heads, OD gets the point. If it's tails, Miraculous Gaming
Yeah,
gets the point.
that it's
What
stupid
is
if it is that way. By the way,
That makes no sense.
that would be very, very unfair. That'd be a very poor way of doing things.
Yeah.
Results will be randomly generated.
Looks like we're going to have Aegis versus Frisia now, though. Played out on Merry-Go-Round LE.
So it's not on that one map that we were talking about earlier. That Red Mist map or whatever the hell it was.
King Sejong Station map?
I don't remember
Red
earlier we were
Mist.
talking about some weird maps or something.
Oh,
Red
Blood
Mist.
Mist.
Blood
Blood
Mist.
Mist. Blood Mist. Red Blood, same thing almost. Catch up.
That sounds like a pretty brutal map.
Yeah.
I asked them in chat. Because isn't that the third map?
It's number
It's
6.
number 6?
Strange.
Why is it listed as the third map?
I don't know.
Is there? I don't know. We've had a lot of mix-ups so far.
Mike U1 says, well, report it to Blizzard then. Funny guy.
I don't know what's going on here. Galaxy Blood Mist was listed as the third map.
What the hell is it? Galaxy Blood?
Yeah, I don't blame Hannibal. I had never even heard of the map until today. Frisia says it's 6 though. It's number 6, which you have to report.
What is this
to
a
the
best of? This
best of
is
7.
best of 7.
There's 7 maps. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna play merry-go-round anyway.